Oh, let me just... send this to everyone. Where is it? There it is. Send. Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Outrageous. And friends, it is outrageous. Oh! Let's go! How are you? How are you doing? Is everything going well? The aspect ratio is shit. The lighting is shit. Everything is shit. I hope you're all doing really good. Hope the war hasn't got you yet. Quack. Oh, quack. Welcome, Andy. Welcome, Jeannie. Welcome, I'm sorry. What are you sorry for, Blackbird? What have you done? Welcome, Pat Lester. Welcome, Dallas. It is completely outrageous. It's Proddy. Proddy was here. He can't believe it. It's not the game. Yeah, but it's Joe. How now, Joe? How you doing? I hope you are fantastic and doing really well. Jeannie is still in traction. Oh no, she fell over and broke her leg. A bad ankle she got. Let me show you my sont of the day. It is Bokorom. This is an older bottle. I shall be wearing this a lot. I'm into the creamy clean vibe at the minute, friends. Derba Dabka. Welcome. Fragrance Collector Vintage. Hello. Germs has sent a super chat. $5. $5 US. We are quacking well today. We are quacking well. Release the quacking. Release the quacking. That bottle looks really small with the camera angle I've got it at, doesn't it? Really small. Looks really dark as well. Is that just my screen? It might be. It might be. Not really. It's not just my screen, is it? Could do with the light going up a little bit. Do you wanna start shining some light there, sir? Are you already shining enough light? What the fuck? Not a well-lit stage, this, friends. Not a well-lit stage. I'm not good at lighting. I'm not going to lie to you. It needs more. It needs more. Let's have a look. How's that doing? How's that? Is that better? Worse? The same? Different? Pretty shit. Is how it's going, friends. I'm not going to lie. Spaced out. I bought LV Ambre Levant sample. Bros are complaining it's too animalic. Oh, no. Rich, has there been any designers of the last 5 years that you like, says Tom Aiken? I don't think so. Of the last 5 years, don't think so. There's barely been any fragrances from the last 5 years that I've liked, to be perfectly honest. I can't think of many. That said, I did recently buy Le Labo's Lavande 31. And last year I got myself the Rose Absolute by Andreas Tar. But to answer your question, don't think so. I'm sorry for my wallet, Rich. And you are guilty as well. Well, going to be honest, I'm pretty unrepentant about that, sir. 1,000 pardons. Fantastic Friday. I'm indeed fantastic. On a plane on my way to Vilnius. Nice. You're watching an aeroplane. Outrageous. This will be better than your in-flight movie. How's your collection going, Rich? I see that you decreased your collection significantly. It's true. I can now ship abroad. I can now ship abroad, friends. It's not cheap, but perhaps you could get a bundle, you know? Perhaps you could get a bundle. My collection is going well. I'm happier with it than I have been for a long time, I must admit. It's akin to losing weight. Put it like that. That's how I can describe it to you. I'm not at my ideal weight yet, you know? But I'm getting there, and I'm happy about that. You know, this collection before you has a lot of shrinking to do. I think I'm going to get rid of Gap Grass. I bought a bottle of Gap Grass, and I think I'm going to get rid of the bottle of Gap Grass. To be honest, it's good. I like it. It's not bad. It's not why I'm getting rid. Sorry, friends. What the fuck? Please like the stream, friends, and if you would care, you can send super chats these days. Wait a minute. How is the modern Paco Rabanne Pour Homme hold up? The latest version in the shop is not great. It's not great, friends. I won't lie to you. The latest version in the shop has been beshitted by an amber wood. They've put an amber wood in it. But all the versions up to about 10 years ago were actually very, very good. I'm just spritzing myself up with some of this Lario's Verbena. And what's next for the MDCI impression? They're all the ones I've got. I'm probably just going to wrap it up with on-skin testing, friends. If Frederick Moore samples fail to impress me, then I'll buy some MDCIs. Duck looks why I sell myself. Duck does not. I've been away a couple of months. Pradeep needed some sun and heat. Sun and heat is needed there for sure. Carl says, if Paddock counts as a designer, yes, does it? I think it does. I mean, it's not designer priced. Not by any means. I'm looking forward to wearing this again as well. Honestly, the weather's been amazing here for the last week, and then I woke up this morning and it was snowing. It was snowing. Pradeep says, hope Patchouli Noisette is going. It is going. If anybody wants to buy it, please let me know. I will let it go for about... I've got about 2/3 of a bottle, so it's like 35 ml. I'd probably let it go for about 60, 70 quid. Mind the gap, says James. Indeed. Paddock is the best designer, in my opinion, of the last 5 years. Yes, I can't think of anything else or better, to be honest. Probably I thought I really liked that, and then I wore it a while away. What was I thinking? Oh no, Patchouli Noisette. Looks like a vape. It does look like a vape. It does, but it's not. It's not. Don't smoke that shit. No. What, Rich? No way. What? No way, what? It always snows after the spring rotation. It was snowing here today. It was mental. I'm sorry, says Rich, any nitro musks you'd recommend? Give me some examples of nitro musks and I'll tell you. I will tell you. Yeah, there was snow. There was a lot of snow. I took a video. It wasn't great. Better not be coming near me, says Jeannie. Dushan, I'm well on the plane to Vilnius. The planes from Air Baltic have free internet from Starlink. That's nice. Did you see Ryanair? Did you see the guy who runs Ryanair? And what he was saying about Elon Musk? Elon Musk's been getting it rotten recently. Much deserved. Fucking richest bloke in the world getting off fucking without getting hammered every day. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Kuros peeking its Cyclops eye over everything else. It is. Clint Ashlock, that's exactly what it's doing. It's having a look. It's seeing what's what. I'm actually selling my Charles of the Ritz Koros. I'm selling my Charles of the Ritz Koros. I'm selling Fila Nagil sealed. And I'm selling a backup of that. And I'm possibly selling a Santal Majuscule. Nobody's bought it yet. I've got it on eBay. Nobody's bought it yet. And I don't know, I might take it down because it is an absolutely outrageous fragrance. I had all this sheep. What he said. I am wearing outrageous shit. Surge fragrances are finally available on the US site for anyone interested. That's been done to me on purpose. Ever since I put those up for sale, they have just been put up there on purpose. I think I've got a 5 o'clock Eau Gingembre up for sale as well. I might do. I don't know. I might be wrong. Richard, any backups of Bois d'Argent you would consider selling? No. Sorry. That one's not. I'm even thinking about buying one. I did buy something today. I did actually buy something today. It came out of nowhere. A vintage bottle of Montfresh. It was the second edition Montfresh. So that's the version I've got at the minute, and I've put a good little hiding on it. So I've bought a backup, and it's coming from Deepest Italia. I got it for €90. I thought that was a very good price, actually, if you want the truth. So now I have a backup. Where's my bottle of wet? There it is. I've got a backup of that coming. I'm also selling a full bottle. It's unsealed, but it is full bottle of Green Eau Noir, a 2014 bottle, friends. I'm selling a bottle of that. So it's not this bottle. I've still got this one. Keeping this one. Okay. But I am selling the backup to it. Lavender coffee Immortelle. Lavender coffee Immortelle. Coffee and lavender are really good together. I don't know why that hasn't been done more often, to be perfectly honest. Probably I can be a bit funny with amber grain. It seems to run through the whole line. Don't really get much of it in MDS, which is good. Jardieu. What beautiful, yeah. Montfresh is absolutely stunning, says Jeannie. It is. The new unreleased fragrance was very good from testing. Hope they release it as is. Okay, I need to try it. Crazy nobody has bought that Eau Noir yet, says James. It is crazy. Happy Friday, Mitch. What alcoholic beverage do you enjoy? I don't drink. I don't drink. Selling Eau Noir Surge Marble keeps Oud Satin mood. It just works very well. It works very well in a very particular setting. Geo. How do I pronounce that? Geo MC. Geo. I'm just butchering. I'm just saying it wrong over and over again, just in lots of different ways. Deepest apologies. I am okay. How are you? I think Paco Rabanne Vintage has them Nitro musks, but the most prominent from my collection, I guess, are Wall Street by Victor and Penuge Businessman and the Weird Bazzini one. The Weird Bazzini. Sounds like a vintage magician, doesn't it? The Weird Bazzini. Roll up, roll up. See the Weird Bazzini and his tiny helper with 3 hands. Coffee and lavender, indeed. Tempted by that au noir, says Zhao. It's literally full inbox, like sprayed twice for no reason. But I would want real money for it, though. I don't know what shipping would be to Europe. I imagine shipping to Europe would be cheaper than. But I would, if you were just buying 1 or 2, I don't know. We could work something out. Perhaps you would like to buy something else as well. Actually, like the stream, homies. Yes. Shall leave that with us. It depends what you're willing to spend. I might be able to do 2 nice things for you. I need to stop moving. Where is he? Where's Joe Newman? There he is. What's he called? Where's Richie G? Oh, there he is. I've already picked him out. Let's have a look. Oh no, what reminds me of the smell of a wedding food. That's interesting, Paula Moons. Oh no, what reminds me of the smell. I know you don't like it, but I've got a decant of Creed events for 2015 and 2013 coming soon. And it really is different than now. Like, it has a soapy birchwood and it all smells like Dior. Yeah, it's not that I don't like Aventus. It's that I just was never ever wowed by it. I smelled it back in the day as well. I had a 2016 bottle. I had 2 of them and I sold them. I'd smelled and have smelled. I know for a fact I've smelled the original once. Which I thought was better, but still not. People selling bottles of that for 20 grand online and stuff like that, you know, like the original batch. Was it Z batch or something? Something mental? Oh, shit. To the butcher there. Green juice au noir for sale. Interesting. Yes. But it won't be cheap. I can guarantee you that. I've been wearing Brenda Reglisse a lot. You know, I've never seen a fragrance rotation of you wearing it. At least I think so. But I haven't had it for that long. I do like it, though. I do like it. There's my Bren Lynch. What? Hello, Bren. A valued subscriber, young Bren. Here is Brenda Reglisse. And I do like this. But you're right, I don't wear it. I actually prefer the smell of this to Au Noir because it doesn't have the Immortelle. But the performance is pretty. It's not pretty, friends. It's not pretty. It's not pretty, actually. It's not pretty at all. Like. Oh, excuse me. I'm not a Xerjoff fanboy, but I recently purchased Black Moonlight Duran Duran edition. No amberwood in sight in there. There is a nice foreplay of dark woods and dark and light with myrrh and everything. It's good. It's good. Which will you have a takeaway this weekend? I had one yesterday. Too much. Psychedelic Friday. No drugs involved. Woo. Juliver T. Jones. Welcome. How are you? I'm not a Xerjoff fanboy, I must admit. I don't like Xerjoff either. Fev Delicious is going for bonkers. I sold that shit. I couldn't get rid of it quick enough. Like, I thought it was shit. It's just a shit version of Pure Tonka by Mugler. It's just, I just much prefer that. Hom meets Aventus. What the fuck, says Nina? I'm all ears, says Zhao. I might be able to get you both the thing. So an Eau Noir and a Bois d'Argent, but it might be a Bois d'Argent Cologne. So like the original Bois d'Argent. But if you contact us, you've still got my email somewhere. Send us an email, and I'll see if I can put it together for you. You know. Excuse me whilst I hydrate, because there's a few moving parts there, but I do actually think I could sort it out for you and get it to you. You know. I've got someone who ships abroad for us now, so very kindly. I admit it's such a cool concept and packaging. However, I have an 11Z01 full bottle compounded by Freighter Works, says Deep Dab Wave. I don't actually know what that means. It's macerating in the dark. Look out. You know who else was macerating in the dark? Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was macerating in the dark. He was arrested and executed for that. You want to be careful. I tried Bulgari Tiger Extract and it has massive amber wood. And I'm not that sensitive to it, but the dry down is just that. And for the price, it's simply laughable. The original is better. Yes. What about Mars Contre-Jour? Quai de Beau? I would love to be able to tell you that, but I haven't actually smelled it. My local department store is the only one in the country that hasn't received its stock. So I was talking to the bloke the other day, the one who layered fucking promise with he layered promise with something else, and I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, oh, that's how it smells. I was like, you don't have the right to work here. If you're layering Frederick Malls, you're a scandalous man. You've broken the rules, you've lowered the tone, you fucked it. You've wrecked it. Mal would be turning in his grave if he was dead, which he's not. Do you like Prada Luna Rossa EDT? Not massively. I wasn't a big fan of that. Great. Happy days. Omar says, do you like Prada Luna Rossa? Not massively. So happy I didn't blind buy that now, says Cole. So many disappointing Tonka fragrances. Sweet, sugary nothings. Yes, deal, I will definitely contact you. No problem. Yeah, the performance is abysmal, though. It's like the uniqueness of some Hermes essences. Just like the Santal Messiah. I wear that so much in the summer. It's fantastic. Fragrance time. It's motherfucking fragrance time. Welcome, fragrance time, and thank you for sending $10 US. You're very kind. What up, fam? Scented it is Noir Anthracite. Top fragrance. It's got an amber wood in it. And yet I don't hate it because it works. It goes with the rest of the fragrance. It's not just like launched in there, you know. Probably not the greatest of word to pull out my arse there. It's not just like plopped in there, is it? You know, as a fucking what do you call it? What do you call it? An accelerant, a sticky part of the perfume, stabilizer, a performance enhancer. That's what they are, aren't they? They're performance enhancing drugs, Amber Woods. That's what they're for. They're just there to make everything. They just make everything worse. It's awful. Often licked, big licked. But in noir anthracite, they actually work really well. Any zoologists that you like? I like Camel. I'm selling my vintage Camel. I'm selling my vintage Camel because I just don't wear it. I've got opium. I've got vintage opium as well, actually. If anybody wants to. I've got Charles of the Ritz. I've actually got Charles of the Ritz opium and Charles of the Ritz Koros. I should take like a picture or something. If I had Instagram, that's what I'd do. I'd do that. But those two, for what couple of years that was for YSL. Was it 79 opium came out in? 79 and 81. Jesus. Any zoologists that you like? Yes, I like quite a few of them. I respect the brand massively, but nothing I'm going to wear. What's your favourite musk fragrances, says Polar Moons? Kiehl's Original Musk is probably my favourite musk perfume, but I don't really wear it. I do keep it around to smell, though. Narciso Rodriguez for him, the original one. I wear that, you know. I nearly wore it today, actually. Rich, what gaming consoles do you own? PS4, PS5? I hear you on Zerja for years and years. I go to the same niche perfume shop to smell them, and it feels like they smell the same-ish, and I get disappointed quick. Black Moonlight is good, though. Layering Promise, I mean, firstly, layering. Secondly, layering Promise. What could you possibly layer with Promise? It was another mall. I don't know. Pradeep might be able to remember, because I was complaining about it to him as well. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, what is going on here? You know? This is outrageous. Any thoughts on Dolce & Gabbana new The One Parfume, says Gulliver. Am I the only one liking the aroma and extremely disappointed of performance? I haven't smelled it. Vintage Paco Rabanne Porom says, yes. Proper fragrance, this. True, trusty, tried and trusty fragrance. Yes. Top stuff. Absolutely brilliant. Zoologists. Performance enhancers that should result in disqualification. Yes. That's what happened to YSL. Shocking. Yeah. Welcome, Dan. I'm having to go back to the PS5 controller. Can't use my wheel and pedals at the minute because of my ankle. Oh no! Oh no! Pain. That's right. What have you been playing? What do you play? Do you play the Gran Turismo? Dropout has sent a large super chat. Macedonian. Swim, duck. Swim. That's right. I've been going to swimming, friends. I've been swimming in the pool. I've been swimming in the pool. I've been trying to get out there and doing some exercise in the pool. It's a decent little workout. I'm in there with all the grannies. Germs would be like a pig in shit. He'd be fucking loving it. He'd be fucking rolling about, swimming about, grabbing, pretending he was a lobster, doing a bit of pinching, you know? He'd be very pleased with it. Lots of old grannies in there for him. It's really good for you. I was talking to the lass who did it, and she was like, I saw you struggling. Like, I was like literally there was only me and two other men in there, and they're quite a bit older than me, and she was like, I saw you, the woman came up to us, she was like, I saw you were struggling. And I was like, oh, fuck. And she didn't say this to anyone else. Anyway, she was like, I told her like about me back and me hip, and she was like, oh, she was like, that sound. She was like, I've had like people here with like, you know, other like similar sort of conditions. I was telling her it's like my sacroiliac and I need to get some exercise in, and she was like, this is fantastic. She was like, I'll come up with some stuff next week. And this was the week before last. Like, and she did. She came up. I went in on Tuesday and we were doing all sorts of stuff. I was twisting and moving about. And when I came out, I was like, fucking hell, I can barely walk. It's fine when you're in the pool. It's when you get out, all of your weight suddenly hits again. And you're like, oh, fucking hell. I weigh a ton. What the fuck? It's mental. Thank you, Dropout. You are very kind. Much love to you and Christina. How are you both? Nadnal says, hey Mitch, any opinion on Charles Sycamore vintage versus modern? So do you mean the EDT versus the EDP? EDT's a bit more, the EDT is a little bit more sprightly. It's got a bit more, it's a little bit more lively, whereas the EDP, it's more flat and a little bit more dulled. You know, it's the difference between youth and age. When you're young, you kind of fucking full of energy and you dance around doing like it's not a great use of your energy. And as you get older, you use a lot less energy, but everything you do's kind of got more of a point to it, you know? So it's like that. That's kind of how it is. The EDP's more deliberate, but the EDT's more like lively and sprightly. You know, it's more alive. So it's really just pick your poison. Gran Turismo for life, yes. Contre-Jeu was alright, needs to be better for a Mal collab. Yeah. I can say that the 2025 at YSL M7 is amberwood free to my nose, says Often Licked. I'll give that a waft and see what happens. I have been back to the pool, Genie. Do you still like Frederick Mall Promise and the Moon, or did the Amberwoods ruin it for you? The Amberwoods ruined it for us, yeah. Yeah, they've both been sold. The Moon was sold pretty quickly as well, actually. Yeah. Probably why I'm struggling hard with Contre-Jour. Contre-Jour. This is fragrance time. Good evening, everyone. Oh, that's brilliant, Rich. What are they doing over there? Well done. I can't wait to get back in the pool, says Jeannie. Yeah, it's fantastic. Not great out of the gate. Did you test the water depth quality of the Rolex? No, I don't take my Rolex to the pool. Actually, I'm scared. I'm scared. Very scared. Oh, Enders, what? Send us a picture. I'll have to do that after the stream, mate. Sorry. I can't wait to get back to the pool. Yeah, not great out the gate. It's too smoky in the bar. I'm going home, says Dushan. No smoking in the public places here. No smoking in public places here. I don't smoke. I can't handle it. Like, I could never, even when I was younger. Against me fucking chest. My chest used to be raging. Where it was hash. It was hash back in the day. I used to smoke that and my chest would be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I've got to get high. You know what I mean? This was a constant battle that went on for years, and then eventually I was just like, fuck this. I can't handle it. So, New Wave. Thank you, New Wave. That's very kind with your $7 Canadian. Next time I'm in the pool and I see a wave coming, I will say, hey, New Wave. And then it will go and be an old wave. That's the circle of life. You're a wavy dude. I imagine that's something the youth say, so I don't know what it means. Jacques Paul's just proper retired. Olivia is getting into his 50s already. Paul's the third soon. I wonder how old Paul's the third is. Rich, when are you giving that the Labo away? I wore it this week. You don't want any nice watches going in the chlorine? No, you don't. That's right. No, you don't. Don't smoke if you don't want to end up like Arthur. Yes, exactly. Was it that solid black stuff, Rich? It was. But it was brown. It was brown. It was brown, not black. I did have some of the black stuff and it put us in a coma. It's better to get high on life, says Dallas. Quite. Rich, when are you giving that Lalabo away? That's the second time you've said that. And put a lol at the end. Doug has been pooling and fooling with the grannies, and that made me smile, says Christina. I have. Rich, you have to live inside an empty perfume bottle. Why? What do you choose? I don't know. I don't know. Is there anything that's got more than one floor? Actually, no, I could do without the stairs, actually. I don't know. Probably some Bois de Portugal. That would be nice. We got to get you a cap for that Essentia. Yes, please. If anybody finds an empty bottle of Loewe's Essentia, this brings me on to my next topic. I hope you will let me know. Of course, I do have a Loewe over here, but that doesn't fit. It is the right cap, but it doesn't fit even close to fitting, if I'm being perfectly honest. Rich, do you live in a shoe? You will be back to yourself in no time, I'm sure, says Christina. Duck and I are working on our summer bods. Yeah, kind of. So, you're getting thinner and leaner and gaining muscle. I am simply getting bigger in another way. So that's not ideal. I've been eating a lot recently, I'm not going to lie to you. I've been eating a lot. My perfume bottle would be green Irish tweed. It'd be like living on a row of houses, all Creed bottles. Christ, it would be like Red Alescence's perfume display, wouldn't it? Do without that shit. Party bonjour. How is life in the most beautiful city? Love me some GIT, says Dan. Yes. I enjoyed wearing my GIT. I've been getting a lot of iris from it recently. Where the fuck have I put it? There it is. I'll put you back now, Brenda Wrigley's. Back you go. I've been getting a lot of iris. A lot of sandalwood. It might be the sandalwood combining with the violet leaf giving the iris, actually. But I'm getting like something very creamy from it recently, you know. It's still got that salty sea air sort of thing, you know. Walking on the dunes of Ireland, the Atlantic coast of Ireland, and the hills and the dunes. But, yeah, I've been getting a lot of creaminess from it recently. What's your favourite fruity frag? I don't really like many fruity fragrances, I'm not going to lie to you. What have I got that's fruity? Iris Nazarena gives... I always thought it had raspberry in it. Tuscan Leather's got a raspberry in it. That's really good. I'm not big into fruit. It's too... You could say music for a while was a bit fruity, couldn't you? What is your favourite fruit? Sea Dweller always looks odd. Yeah, I'm not buying any of that shit no more. I think I'm going to get a Tudor and call it quits, like. Whenever I finish my Essentia or sell it, I'll send you the cap. Thanks. Bigger on joy and happiness from all that cute grannies of being inflating. It's really weird because, like, the way my body works is that I don't put any fat on my limbs. There's no fat on my arms. There's no fat on my legs, but it's all around my torso and my head, my face, really. And it's so strange because when I'm in the pool, my legs sink because they're obviously denser than my body because I've got like blubber around the middle. So it's like my body floats, but my legs keep bashing my toes off the ground. Very silly. Will you do a live stream with Ramsey? I would if he wanted to, probably, yeah. Thank God Ramsey's fucking come back. So now everyone can stop saying, Rich, do you know when Ramsey's going to come back? And I'm like, yeah, I do. He's going to come back on the anniversary of the day left. Can you stop asking now? Yeah. Where are we? I want to like GIT so bad because the brief is great, but whatever modern one I smelled gave me tons of dihydromercenol overpowering everything else. Oh no. Oh no. New GIT is an ambroxan bomb. Surge dried fruits are elite. Come on, welcome Blue Force. Q de Beau. K de Beau. Did you try the recent Essentia Intense? It's full of amber woods. Oh, nightmare. Nightmare. I'll tell you, those old Essentia things are really good. Like, let me put my green Irish tweed back. Oh, the clink of bottles. Painful. It reminds me of all the Fraggle Launches I've had. I'll put my own noir over here. Ooh! And then Essentia Loewe. I've got the... these are two fantastic phrases. They're both about half full. I bought this one full. And I bought this one about half full. Both brilliant. Both brilliant. Absolutely wonderful perfumes. This one's got a big lemon at the top. I suppose you could say this is a slightly fruity fragrance. When someone says fruity to me, I think to myself, you know, like syrupy, fruity, like raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, rich, sugary. But I suppose like your Amalfi lemons and things like that. Juniper berries, are they not fruits? These are absolutely outstanding men's fragrances, though. Like, this is like a green fougere thing. I think it's classed as a sheep. It's got a little bit of dryness about it too. It's great. It's got an exceptional pine needle note. Yes, yes, yes. What we're looking at. God, the picture, man, the ratio's outrageous. Come on now. Those Essentia EDP and Elixir are fucking horrendous. Nasty and Aventus with dry amber woods. Gross. Stop that, Dallas. Hello, Eloise. How are you? Are you fantastic and doing really well? Party says, when is Luca doing the next perfumes guide? I don't know. I don't read or listen to Luca, to be honest. Let's go by mid-July. By mid-July, I will return to Lisbon. Yes, that OG Loewe is great. It's better here. We've started seeing some sun again and feeling alive, but still cold. Like I say, it's been boiling all week. It's been like 16, 17 Celsius all week. And then today I woke up and it was snowing. Like, googly moogly, what an outrageous time in the morning to live stream. Welcome, Shannon Murray. How are you? Hello. Boosters with synthetic musk and amber woods, my favourite, says Grau. Ooh. Martin Rodzef. Good evening, fellas. Good evening, Martin. I bought the Loewe Essentia Sport a few months back and we'll try it in the spring. Martin says, hey Mitch, what's your opinion on Stellar Times and Rhapsody by LV? Have you tried them? I have. Definitely Stellar Times. I'm not a fan of any of that line. I just don't like them. I'm just not into LV fragrances, unfortunately. The whole zeitgeist, the whole the whole line. There were a couple of them I thought were better, that were like better than the others, definitely. But there's nothing there I'd spend the money on. They've also caught me at a bad time because I'm shrinking. I'm shrinking the collection. But there's nothing. There's nothing there. There's a couple of them that were genuinely shit. Where I was like, God, these are poor. These are very, like, poor, and the price for what you get, just not. I mean, you could say that about everything now. You could say that about. I mean, if you've lived for any length of time, the price of everything at the minute is absolutely disgusting. Like what your money buys you now versus what it bought you 10 years ago is it's so ugly. Discounters have been like discontinued. So you can't pick up deals anymore. And even if you do try and list things on eBay or bloody Facebook, they get taken down. Because God forbid somebody try and get some of the money that they've spent back. Dear me. That's also a great point. I'm dying to sample the Loewe Pour Arm, says Dallas. It's really good. I agree, citrusy and fruity are not the same. Loewe is kind of hidden gem brand, says Bazok. Very fantastic, Rich Mensch. Fantastic. That Loewe Pour Arm is brilliant. I grabbed the big old original bottle because of Rich. Yes, I've got a big old original, but it's a splish. It's a splish, friends. It's a splish splash. And you've got to take a bath in it. I'll be decanting it when I actually get round to that. But this is a 150ml bottle. Are you 150ml? Are you a 180? I think you might be 180, which makes it even more impressive. I've used about 100ml. Well, no, that's not true. I've used about 70ml of this. Really good fragrance. Very powerful. Very clean, fresh, soapy oak moss lavender thing. Wonderful. Senzia's opening is incredible, but the dry down is too hairy chested. Is that possible? Is that even a thing? It could be. Rich, have you ever tried MFK Oud Extrait? I know you have the Oud Satin Mood Extrait, and I bought it as well. It's very sweet, right? But the Oud Extrait is more serious without the rose and sweetness. So, Matthew Sparrow, I have, and I do like the Oud, actually. I like the saffron in the Oud. It's got this kind of twangy, springy kind of, like, boing, kind of, like, feeling to it. And I would have possibly should have bought it a while ago when it was still, I want to say, obtainable rather than fairly priced. I should have bought a big bottle of it a while ago, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd worn it. I ended up buying something called Warwick by Kajal instead. That's a massive saffron perfume. That is the saffroniest perfume that ever saffroned. It was a gargantuan beast of a saffron. It was a big old unit. Welcome, Jonathan. How are you, sir? Mine doesn't have the lid, which gives me a low-key anxiety. I understand it. I just don't think about it, I try not to think about it, just pretend, I'll just lay back and think of England. I try not to get too caught up in the fact that a few of my bottles don't have lids. Some of my bottles don't have bottles. I had to decant them, like this Iquitos and stuff like that, But at the end of the day, it's about the juice. I'm very stoic and philosophical about it. It's so fucking good. It's so good, though. It's such a great perfume, Iquitos. My God. It's hard to believe that ever came second to another perfume for anything, although it was Poison. And I do actually think for the brief, they picked the right perfume. But if I was them, I would have said, hold that fucking perfume. I'll take that and we'll come up with something else. you know, because it's absolutely glorious. It's a gorgeous perfume, Iquitos. Just utterly brilliant. Like, I've heard them talking about it on Les Odorants, and they're just, they're right, is what they are. They're right, you know? They're right. And I just, oh God, what a perfume! Like, but yes, some of my bottles don't have bottles, so try to fear not. Try to not fear. Try to fear not and not fear. It's gonna be okay. French lover is dropping my panties right now, says Germs. Oh shit. Says Dan, not Germs. But it sounds like the type of thing Germs would say, to be fair. I've got French lover. I need to give that. I need to be wearing French lover this spring. I do like it. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't wear it much, you know? And it needs to be worn. It's a perfume that needs to be worn, like a classy gent, says Martin. Mitch, should I buy Abstraits de l'Exquise instead of Portrait of a Lady? I'm sorry, I don't pass comment on the Les Abstraits. Because Eugene is my friend and the brand is his and he sent me the bottles. So I don't talk about them. And I would have only accepted them from him. What I should have done was bought them. Why don't you get samples? Portrait of a Lady goes feminine on me, and I low-key want to risk a blind buy with the Abstrait. I hope it's more masculine. Get samples. You can buy them from samples. You can buy them from Eugene on his website. I think he sends you them free shipping still. I think the discount code is free. It's only $15 or $20. I mean, he should have put his prices up with inflation, but he's already selling those things at fucking, like, the perfumes and the samples at a, they're not, far be it from me to say they should be more expensive, but they should be more expensive. Because I know what he paid for them. I spell Joao right, sorry. Matthew, no, Deleur is more femme than Paul, says Fragrance Time. Last good Loewe was 001 EDC. Ah, James is back. The OG Loewe is a world apart from the current one. Yes, they are different fragrances. Ah, Chrau. Thank you. Are you into artisan perfume? I'm not. I've got to be honest. I'm not against it, like, on principle or anything like that. It's not like I'm like, oh, stop doing this because it's awful. It's just, I've never found anything that has ever kind of made me think, I love that. And this is like in praise of artisan perfumery, or like I would wear this or I would enjoy this. It's just not my style, you know. And the worst thing I could possibly do would be to lie and say that it is and it's brilliant and I love it. It's not. And I won't patronize and I won't do it. I won't do that to them or myself. What I will say is, as far as indie perfume stuff, you ever heard of Hans Hendley from Hendley Perfumes? His stuff's really good. I really enjoy his perfumes. I've bought sample sets of them. I bought them years ago. I could probably do with buying them again to go through them on the channel and do it properly, you know? I've got Bloodline, which I've never worn, which is a shame, but I just love to sit and smell it. Like I spray it, look, you can see it's missing, but what I do is I tend to just spray it on my arm and just walk around smelling it. Like Ben from Les Odorants. It's a wonderful perfume, I think. That material is scandalous, and it's so dark. It's got so much darker over time as well. God, I've just noticed that. It's gone like the colour of Chergui. Ooh. It's so good. Lilith got us it. It was for my birthday. And the box, I've still got the box because it came with ducks on. But I'm not, mate. I'm not. Sorry. It's just not my thing. Not something I'm into, I'm afraid. Please like the stream, friends. Please like the stream. MFK Oud is really good. It is. It is. Yes, the OG Loewe Poor Arm is brilliant, says Jonathan. And thank you for the super chat, Crow. Where are we? Really like James? Really, James? I'm trying to remember if I tried that one. Lou says, Rich, if you don't partake in alcohol, then what is your favourite method of changing your consciousness? Sleep. Sniffing the sprayer of Balenciaga Poor Arm, says often Lex. Are you sure? Yeah, that'll do it. Like, that'll do it. That will put you somewhere else, absolutely. It will alleviate your pain. Jonathan, we need some haul videos, but it's been 5 months. It's been so long. I get a message from Jonathan regularly. I'm gonna say not every day, not every other day, but at least once a week where he's like, I've got to make a video, you know. I've got to make a video. I'm getting closer. I'm getting there. I'm closer. You know? And the video never comes. Sadness. Iquitos is a Jasmine. That's good, even for Rich, says Dushan. Yes. Jared, you're right. I just looked at my last video. It's been too long. Ah, Shannon Murray. With 15 Australian dollars. Thank you very much. You are too kind, sir. Now the Ram is back. It would be great to have the two of you together in a live. Yes, it would. But has Ramsey made a video ever since? He did say he would try and make videos more often, but he wouldn't be doing it every day, which I think is a good idea. He was doing it every day, and I think that's part of the reason why he's now had a year off, basically. You know, it's like feast and famine, binge and purge. If you do, it's why I've never done videos every day. I mean, sometimes I'll get the feeling where I'm just like, bollocks, I'm going to do a video, and then the next day I'm going to do a video, and then the next day I'm going to do a video. I've never done a video every day. Can't do that. Won't do that. No, I think I'd get burnout. I'd get sick because I know what I'm like. I've got to space them out. Sometimes I've got to force myself to do a video at least. I'd make a video at least once a week, other than the rotation video. There's always a video in between rotation videos, and that's my structure. It'll come, if it comes on the Monday, if it comes on the Saturday, or any day in between, you know. I'll get one out, and that's for my own good. You know, I force myself to do that. But I think every day you'll get burnout. And as I make videos, I don't know how many of you do, and we don't edit, I don't edit, Ramsey doesn't edit, and I still find it difficult, you know? I still find it difficult. It's tough, you know? It's tough. So people who edit, I mean, people who've usually got editors, you know, but I just couldn't be chewed with that. Like, you just have to put up with me insane fucking ramblings. Like, hey, John, give us your best woody perfumes, James. Is that 001 worth a go, eh? Jonathan, have you done a video on the news of horror, says Carl? Oh, excuse me. Why? Why the big yawns, Rich? I often liked Urban Light. Rich, have you ever tried Antonio Banderas? No, but I've heard very good things, sir. Fahad al-Rashidi, I beg your pardon, sorry. It's because there's no capitals to break up the name. Fahad al-Rashidi, sorry, sir. I haven't, but, vintage Vintage celebrity fragrances, top stuff too. Top stuff too. I've heard very good things from the same people that recommended other stuff, such as Iquitos and Pavarotti. Call I've not, just got it 2 days ago, says Jonathan. I was trying to answer your question about consciousness changing methods. Current version French Lover is atrocious, says Bozok. Oh no. A perfume without a bottle sounds like an existential crisis. It is. It is for the perfume. What's that? 6 people? 6 people messages during the stream. It always happens, this. Obala delicious esquisse over portrait of a lady, says Dallas. French Lover is so good, I just wish the performance was a bit better. But I can live with that because the scent is brilliant, says Joe. Oh, often licked, I must have misread, sorry. Scent of the day, Loewe 7 Natural. Speaking of Loewe, says Jonathan. Me personally, I don't think Portrait of a Lady and La Delire Exquise are that interchangeable. If you want a more masculinely rosy fragrance, try Rosa Queer. Rosa Queer is not a good fragrance in my opinion. I didn't like it when it came out, and I've never liked it since. Like, I thought it was shit. I was like, this is like, it smells like a prefabricated leather, you know? It's like if McDonald's made a leather Accord, you know? It smells like it was made in a factory by a machine. It's not, I do not like that leather note, like. I remember Eugene and Christo in the park. Eugene stamping his hand on the table, being, I want to redo, Freddie. Freddie, I want to redo. John the Eau Cologne, 100% yes, it's so damn good. Only problem is it was a limited release. It makes more sense to compare Rose Tenir to La Delire Exquise. Artisan is like unfinished work. Kind of, yeah. Makes more sense to compare Rose Tenir. Does anybody else get Amberwoods in the French Lover dry down? That would be upsetting if they did that, because they would have taken. I can imagine them getting rid of the iris and the galbanum, that kind of combination, which is very good. Like thoughts on Tom Ford Noir? Fantastic perfume. Don't know what its current iteration is like, but the original Noir is a really good fragrance. It's a favourite of the Fragrance Apprentice, George. It's a big favourite of his. Rich, we need a perfume box tour. Oh, the boxes are all... got rid of the boxes. Burned them. They were just taking up a fucking massive volume of space. The boxes are mostly empty space. It's like atoms, you know? Like atoms are mostly empty space. And it's the same as perfume boxes. They're mostly empty space. Welcome, Stuart. How are you? Tool French Lover is underrated. Just live stream, Jonathan, says Lilith. Welcome, Lilith. Rich, new game you're most excited to play? No idea. Do not have eyes on the gaming thing at all. I need to play Mafia once I've finished this playthrough of Red Dead. Rich exposing state secrets. Daily videos knackered. Yes. Fair enough, I was expecting more of a leather scent, but the galbanum is great in it. He's more motivated. I think he's motivated by more than sleep though, Carl. We're okay. Jeremy Fragrance can do 5 videos every day, yeah, but every single one of them shit. Making YouTube videos is like making love. It can be hard work, but the end result is satisfying. I know what drives Jeremy. I'm back, Lily, and I broke my ankle. Matthew says, Mitch, pick one in the trash and want to be a treasure between these two. Grand Soir goes in the trash. Grand Soir in the trash, it's a shitter. What's the other one? Absolute Polar Suave. Yeah, I would keep that one over Grand Soir every day. Grand Soir's a shit perfume. I've never understood the love for Grand Soir. I will never understand it. It's just crap. My name is pronounced Rue, like sorrow. Oh, sorrow, so it's like row. Row. Sorry, row. Row. Antonio Banderas is the OG Clone House. Fantastic stuff, but many turds too. Okay, okay. I've heard good stuff about a couple of them, though. Apparently Roger got mugged. Who by? Antonio Banderas. Hello, Alicia. Chaucer's English. Vintage Caron Nuit de Noël is exquisite, loaded with my sauce, says Pradeep. I've always been curious about that Caron, Pradeep. Good info. Rose Mistral was the original app name. Not much traditional queer. Didn't know about Chaucer's English, not gonna lie. George looked like Millicent Imperial, yes. Any frags that smell like Dr. Pepper? Yes. M7. Old M7 used to smell like Dr. Pepper. Current French lover that has $10 amberwood poop, ambery poop dry down. Gross. Grand Soir is greatly sweet. Mitza or Ambra Sultan? Ambra Sultan. Ambra Sultan every day of the week. Dear me. Grand Soir's downright offensive. It's a shit. I think it's absolutely atrocious. Grand Soir's better than... Never mind, I won't say... yeah, stop that. Behave. Have you ever tried Ambra Aurea Profumum Roma? I have. I like that one. It's very rubbery. It's very labdanum heavy. It's very grippy and thick. It's very grippy and thick. It's almost like a rubber ball, you know? Like it's dense and heavy in the base. It's got a springy kind of texture to it as well. Very interesting. Very interesting. Have you tried Ambra Aurea Profumum Roma? Yes. Sounds very comforting, Prawny. Evening smellies, welcome DMS. You are wearing a Bruno Acampora. Young Hearts. It'll be a sad day when that Millicent Imperial review comes out. Well, he's threatening to bring it out in September, so it's 6 months now. But he's threatened to retire loads of times before. He's doing a Ric Flair. Never bought Grand Soir, probably never will. Avoided the hype machine behind MFK, says... Hey, it's all love. Lavardis Miller. Which would you go on a date with Curly Fragrance for a free bottle of Sex Dirty Bastard? No. I don't want the bottle and I don't want to go on a date with her because it's pointless because she's gay. I will finally try that Eli Saab Essence Oud and see if it comes close to the MFK Oud. Hopefully it does. It would save me a lot of money. I mean, the Eli Saabs were never released in the UK. And it was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, why won't you release them in the UK? Like, some of them have found their way over here. But, like... They're always at daft prices, like. Francois not better than that. Say Sultan again. Gotta be Sultan. Sultan. MFK is better than any Dior fragrances from 2020 up. Yeah, but that's. I mean, which MFK? Because he's had some shitters as well, by the way. Eli Saab Oud is a sultry one. The whole line is, says Alicia. The Eli Saab Oud also lists saffron and oud. Curry made it as well. As I'm crossing my fingers. Aha. Was it around the same time? What's your top comfort scent, Richard? What's your top comfort scent, Rich? Says Prism. Oh, I don't know. Could be Tobacco Oud. Could be Tobacco Oud by Tom Ford. Oh, excuse me. Bentley for Men, absolutely, yeah. MFK Kirky Eau perfume, going to be a masterpiece. Stop that. Polar Moon says, thought on kerosene, black vines, and fields of rubus. I like kerosene. I like kerosene as a brand. It's a good brand. And I like most of his perfumes. Black Vines wasn't for me. It was a little bit... What was Black Vines like? It's not easy to... It's not easy to... Black Vines, the licorice one. It was dark. It was like a spicy kind of thing. Yeah, it was. It was the licorice one. It's nice, but it's too licorice for me. See you later, Joe. Send us an email. There's a new Kirky coming out, says Jared. Oh, fuck. Which came out in 2014, 2 years after the Oud. Yeah, you've got a good chance of them smelling quite similar, actually. Fields of Rubus, I just don't remember very well. People working on my local Lidl and McDonald's wears Ombre Nomad. Fucking... That's got to be a clone, surely. Every day I get my cheeseburger or my groceries, I smell that shit. Tell them to fuck off. Put a complaint in, get them sacked. I'm just kidding. Don't get them sacked. Just give them a light slap instead. Much better. There's a really nice cedary incense. Mitch, have you ever tried Rosendo Mature number 5 and YSL Baby Cat? I know people go crazy over this DNA. An Oman Luxury Kid and won an award last year while being another member of that scent family. So I've tried Baby Cat and Rosendo Mature number 5. Mature number 5 is an absolute fucking outrage. It's a monstrous fragrance. It's not good. It's not a good fragrance. I think Rosendo Mature worked on this, didn't he? Rosendo Mature, he worked on... Paco Rabanne number 5. He worked on Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. It just baffles me how a perfume can go from that to yeah, he definitely worked on fucking Paco Rabanne. He did Agua Brava as well, didn't he? He did some Antonio Banderas fragrances. He's done a lot of... he did Quorum, Sybaris. He's done a lot of the Puig fragrances. He's done a lot of stuff for Carolina Herrera. I've got a bottle of that I want to get out this spring and summer. He's done a couple of Aignas. Aigna Man 2. He did Cajal Homme. Fuck no, that was 10 years ago. What the fuck? He did Paco Rabanne, Pure Excess. No, Black Excess, I beg your pardon. He did Sport de Paco Rabanne. He did Tenier. He did Excess as well. But he didn't do... So who the fuck? Was it Jean Martel? I bet it was Jean Martel. Where the fuck is it? It was Jean Martel, I can remember now, yeah. Yeah, it was Jean Martel. Jean Martel, who went nose blind, couldn't smell anything anymore and just started making perfumes from fucking memory. Well, people know where Baccarat Rouge 540 comes at the gym. Some people also like Vintage Jaguar made by Cherry Vassar. Vintage Jaguar. Jag. Did you try Aramanzil? Hi, welcome UK. Oh, excuse me. Did you wear Xenia's Peruvian Ambre? Yes. Amber Gold? No. Indonesian Oud? Yes. And something else from Xenia Essenza line. I have tried them. I want Agnes Silva, says Dushan. Thoughts on Bugway? They're okay, but I don't get the hype. Jean Martel did Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. Yeah, he did, yeah. Hello, Rich and the usual. Welcome, Baboosh. All the Bugways I've sampled. have just confused me. Maybe I'm not sophisticated enough. That's kind of how I felt about them, like. That's what I felt about them. I was like, maybe I'm just not, you know. Maybe I'm just not, like, smart enough to appreciate these, to enjoy these. See you later, Jeannie. I am going to dehydrate, friends. I'm going to dehydrate lest I perish. So I'll be back in a minute. Also, I've got to poison myself tonight. Oh! Oh, my limbs. My limbs. They're so big and limmy. Limmy. I'm back. I'm back. I'm quack. Return of the quack. How are you doing, friends? Shall I read the article where Roger Dove has had his watch stolen? It was apparently a Patek Philippe. Don't walk around wearing bright, shiny jackets and a Patek Philippe in London. Because it's a shithole. You can do that in Newcastle because it's not a shithole, but you can't do that in London because it is a shithole. Love Anubis and Salome. Eloise, you know my taste. Love Anubis and Salome. Special juice. I have. Whoa. Let me put these back. Ooh. Tobaccos. Fun fact. Hold on a second. So, dehydrate, yes, dehydrate, that's me. Love Anubis. Welcome, Green Bean. How are you? Licorice has done quite wonderfully in DVN's Havana Gold. I never heard anything good about those fragrances. Expected the new Bogway to be a cologne, but it's a shoe scent called Shoe. Yikes. Shoe. Can Shoe believe it? Bogway is actual niche in the true spirit of the word. If you don't like them, it doesn't mean you're not sophisticated. It's just not to your taste. Well, quite. And welcome, Noah. How are you? I hope you are fantastic and doing really well. I've been watching Noah's streams, where he has been filling up some bottles. Always fun to have on in the background. I definitely like... That's how I recommend consuming my content, mostly, if I'm being honest. Just stick it on and listen to it, like. You know what I mean? It's, yeah. That's how I consume most of the content that I do consume. I don't watch it anymore. I haven't watched videos, really, for a long time. I just sort of listen to them. Isn't it funny? Radio was considered like an outdated concept and technology and all that sort of thing. I think if you want visual content, probably the best place for it is either Instagram or maybe it's even TikTok, because it's short. It's like, I just don't think people have the attention spans for to watch something and listen to it at the same time. Do you know what I mean? I definitely like the Paco Rabanne Sport more than the OG. Says, I've got the Paco Rabanne Sport. I'm actually selling it, would you believe? I've got a vintage Paco Rabanne Sport. And I'm selling it. Roger should hire an American bodyguard, says Dallas. I don't think he has any bodyguard. Bodyguard? I eat bodyguard on a Tuesday. Roger should hire an American... Toon, Rich. Yes, that was a good game on Tuesday. We'll get beat tomorrow, though, because we always get beat by Man City. Then we'll get beat by Barcelona as well, because they are considerably better than we are. He's got Rob Me written all over him. He does have Rob Me written all over him. He really, really does. Yeah, he really does. Anybody who observed Roger for more than 10 seconds would know the worst you're going to get off him is a tongue lashing. Maybe it's a sassy remark, you know. But he's definitely got money, and he's definitely got not much of a good hook or uppercut. Do you know what I mean? What are your favourite clubbing fragrances? I've been clubbing for fucking 20 years. I hated clubbing. I was clubbing when I was 15 because I looked like I was 21, 22 when I was 15. I was clubbing many a time. There's actually quite a few women who could have gone to prison for what I was doing when I was 15, 16 and stuff. But clubbing fragrance, I don't even know. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Remember sensational lavender kaleidoscope, says Pradeep. I thought I was waiting for Pradeep to chime in about the old Bogway. Roger telling the story behind a good night Chris is cringe-inducing. Everything he does is cringe-inducing, to be fair. That's his patter, his shtick. Centre of the dish, the shadow in the water. Yes, I've got that. Where is it? What's it called again? Don't tell us. Don't tell us. Don't tell us. Don't tell us. There it is. Lombra Don's Low. Lombradon's low. I'm looking forward to wearing this. Volutes EDT, friends. Volutes EDT. It popped up one day. It popped up for about 60 quid and I bought it. To the people in the chat, is Roger Amber Oud any good for buying? I'm a big sucker for rose ouds. Anyone tried Romance by Ralph Lauren for men? Not me, no. It's alright, mainly a synthetic fruit. Sweet though, sweet fruit. I just smelled the new Creed. Smells like a parfum de Marley, freshy, decent top, and then an amberwood horror. Oh, God. That's why people are advertising to get a good mic and then a cam. Yeah. Favourite full bottle addition to my draw in 2026 is Chypre Mousse. That was the one I wanted to try the most, right? And it didn't come. It didn't come. It didn't come in the samples, and I sent the samples out to Fliss, I think. Have Amber Oud, love it, but considering the price, would definitely not recommend a blind buy, says Shannon. Imagine being a first-time robber and you stumble on a Roger Oud. Yeah, it's quite an apprenticeship, that. You'd get very sassy with you. You'd get a good tongue lashing. Favourite Russian leather, says Paula Moons. Guerlain's. Bellamy Vetiver. Well, somebody contacted us and asked us for prices on it. And what I was selling this week and just didn't get back in touch with us, so I assume they weren't impressed. Like, I haven't worn Bois Vernay for a while. It's so good. I haven't worn it for a while, actually. I should. You thought Roch was mushroom. Wait for Chypre Mousse. How do you spell that diptyque? Which one? Volutes. It's Volutes. Volutes. It's one of those fragrances you've got to know the name of before you see it. You know? I'd like another bottle of this, actually. This is an absolutely wonderful perfume. I will do a comparison. It's lovely. It's just a gorgeous honey iris tobacco scent. It's like Shergy without being like Shergy. Chypre Mousse is insane. Bonkers, says Prism. Bonkers insane. Please like the stream, friends. Please like the stream. Knowing your taste, I think you'd love Chypre Mousse, Mitch. Haven't won my wife over yet, but she's loving Lombradon's Low today. It's a good fragrance. I wore that at someone's house, right? And the parents came in. Like, the parents came round, and instantly the mother was like, "You'd be making rose water." I was like, rose water? They were like, it smells exactly like rose water. And I was like, well, it kind of does. They were like, that smells like rose water. That's what it smells like. It smells like rose water. I was like, it's Lombradon's Low. They didn't necessarily say whether they liked it or not, though. Oh. Diptyque mostly doing minimal musks these days for the Insta crowd. Boo! Roger's lucky all he lost was his watch. Could have lost his whole arm. Could have lost a big arm. Let's see if we can't find the article, shall we? Shall I read it? I will not reject. I will not accept. I will not accept your fucking cookies. I will never accept your cookies. You will never, ever feed me your cookies. What I will do is I will link your motherfucking article over to a motherfucking paywall bypasser. And then we'll see who's fucking smart then, shall we? Wrong one. Let's see what it says. I ain't paying for no fucking... I ain't paying for shit. And I ain't fucking giving them cookie permission either, because then they just track everything you do. Here we go. A BBC presenter has said he no longer feels safe in the capital following the theft of his £7,000 watch in the street. BBC Breakfast Ben Thompson said he was returning home from dining in Mayfair when he and his companion, Roger Dove, were attacked by a gang of 6 individuals. Dove was reportedly forced to the ground and had his £150,000 diamond-studded Patek Philippe watch stolen. The gang then targeted Thompson, who violently removed his £7,000 timepiece. The traumatic incident has left the television presenter feeling unsafe in London. In a victim impact statement delivered as 2 gang members received prison sentences this week, Thompson acknowledged his conduct has altered following the attack, the Mirror reports. The former Middle East correspondent... The fuck has been the Middle East correspondent? And he's shitting himself on the streets of London now because he's had his watch taxed. He's literally come from the deepest Middle East, right? Where the Third World War has just kicked off, right? And he's come back to London. He's like, I am nervous and jumpy when I hear a jogger or cyclist approaching behind me. You fucking great big fucking wuss. Sort it out, man. His timepiece was a meaningful present from his partner, Andrew Rock. What was he doing with Roger fucking Dove then? Marking his 40th birthday and carried a specially engraved message. Get another one. The assault has left him scarred where the watch was torn from his wrist. During proceedings at the Old Bailey, the court heard the duo were observed leaving Ciccioni's restaurant in Burlington Gardens by a spotter. CCTV footage subsequently identified 2 gang members as Hossein Boualanoua and Danis Tom Dieter, 26 and 36. Dove, 69, oh, he'll be enjoying that, is he? I have worked hard for everything I have. The watch was a present to myself when I reached the age of 65. The theft of the watch has meant all my work has been pointless. Steady on. Steady on, steady on. How much do you reckon he sold the brand Roger Dove? And he's... No, get to fuck with you. You fucking... I mean, I get it. It would be horrible having that shit happen to you. But fuck away off with your fucking stupid fucking... All my fucking work has been pointless. Mate, behave. You know, it's not like you're a company man who's been gifted a watch after like fucking working for a company from the age of 17 to 67, like a 50-yearer, you know, and they've bought you a gold Rolex on your fucking thing and told you to come back any time and you'll want for nothing. You know what I mean? Dear me. Come on now, you bought yourself an engraved watch, man. Mr. Recorder, that's a hell of a first name, Mr. Recorder Jeremy Benson. Mr. Recorder, if I was called Recorder, I'd fucking divorce me parents. Subsequently sentenced Boualanoua to 4 years and 3 months behind bars. The 3 months that'll hurt the most. The court heard he had breached a 6-month suspended sentence when he attacked Thompson. Boualanoua had refuted any participation and insisted he wasn't present at the location despite clear CCTV evidence. Tom Dieter acknowledged his involvement in the robbery and received a 2-year and 9-month prison term. Passing sentence on both defendants, the judge stated, "This was clearly a very frightening experience on the streets of central London at night. Any experience is fucking frightening on the central London streets at night. It's a shithole. They were set upon, and each man was held whilst their watches were dragged off their wrists." Fucking big girl pants. Right, where are we? You thought roch was mushroom. I didn't. I did. It is mushroom. I wonder if the robber thought he smelled good. Should have asked him. Lewism, Sir Duck, dropping in for a quick like. If you lost cost today because I miss McJacob's men. But this scratches the itch. Well, I'm happy for you. Mark Jacob men. Good fragrance, that, actually. I give it a Richie G, though. Big fig. Off to work, take good care. See you, Mr. Green Bean. Bye, folks. Good stream today. Bye, Prism. Francois says hello to all fragrance enthusiasts. Peace and love to you all. Welcome, Francois. Which frags are you taking on vacation? What vacation? Polomoon says, what frag can you see a billionaire wearing? You can't see people wearing frags, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's a different sense altogether. How could they do that to a 69-year... How could they do that to a 69-ing-old man? £150,000. It's because of the diamonds, man. Shite. Why would you get a diamond encrusted with... It looks shit. I don't care how sassy and flamboyant you are. It just looks bad. It's too much. He engraved a watch to himself. Oh my, yeah, I know. He better be lucky. He still has his life. Yeah. I wonder what it said. All my love, probably. Yeah, but yeah, probably does, yeah. Probably wears it while he's having a wank. Should he set up a GoFundMe for poor old Wodger? Possibly. Shouldn't have stolen the Mitsuko Raspberry Com as a hell of a thing. Yes. It said all my work. Yes. Have you tried any of the Zara and Jo Malone fragrances, Mitch? I really mess with Leather Jordan and Energetically New York Elixir, which is a Santal 33 alternative. That's a very nice way of putting it. You mean it's a clone? No, I don't. I don't really care for the Jo Malones, whether the new or the old ones. Why is a 69-year-old man out that late without a cat? Without a car, even? It's the streets of London. When you get that rich, right, you literally think nothing can touch you. That's poverty, you know? For the man to turn around and then say, that is one of the most self-indulgent, pitying statements I've ever heard. All my work has been for nothing. What a load of fucking horseshit. It's a watch. It's a watch. You've had it 4 years. I appreciate you've always wanted a Patek Philippe. I appreciate you used to see the fucking people come in to Harrods wearing Pateks and fucking all of that sort of thing, because that's where he'll have got it from. And he's thought to himself, when I retire, right, I'm going to get myself a Patek Philippe, and it's going to be... But for you to say all your work has amounted to a watch that's bad form. That's bad taste. I mean, he's got no taste anyway. All you've got to do is look at the fucker. But for you to say your life's work is now all for nothing because you had your watch nicked, I'd have been like, look, this is like what it meant to us. This is the feeling I had, and now it's been fucking bastardized by these fucking wankers, you know? And they've taken me watch away, and they've spoiled the memory, you know? But to say that your life's work has come down to a fucking watch, bad that. You know? Have you tried Canali Black Diamond and YSL Reeve Goshen Tense Pour Arm? Do you like the scent, says UK? Canali Black Diamond, don't think so. YSL Reeve Goshen Tense. Ooh. Have I tried that? Pass. I don't think I have. I don't think I have. The Joe Malone brand is shite, in my opinion, though. They are all weak juice. I don't understand the law or love for them. She started off by quote unquote making them in her fucking kitchen, and I think a lot of people bought into that, like the London crowd, it was very much Joe Malone London, like the London kind of domestic goddess kind of crowd bought into it. It was all very much Nigella Lawson, Joe Malone, fucking London chic shtick. Mid to late 2000s. It's just I think there was a lot of, it was kind of like the Body Shop was a bit like that. Everybody loved the fucking Body Shop in the late 80s and the 90s because it was basically just a woman. It's the same way that Lush has kind of come about. These things, every once in a while, they just get traction and they just take on a life of their own. But they're not. When I try these types of brands, I just never find that they've got much. They've never got much in there. The Knock! I bow down to you, Rich. I bow down to you, sir. How are you doing? Yes. Put one less flake of gold in the Hot Lux balls. You can buy another watch by the end of the year. The price of that shit, aye. Dear me. It's interesting though. Apparently the stock market has fallen everywhere. It's fallen everywhere. Apart from Israel. And the price of gold has actually gone down this week. What's going on? Apparently the Poles are threatening to sell all of their fucking gold and buy a nuclear bomb. So that'll be fun. Pardon me. I have Black Diamond. It's quite nice, says Jonathan. Roger should have shown the robbers his ambassador card. Yes, pulled out a Ferrero Rocher and fired it at him. Never forget the possessions are a burden. Losing a watch, for God's sake, says Francois. Do you know what it is? I kind of feel like most of my possessions are a burden at the minute. I'm definitely having a purge. I'm definitely having a purge. I feel your comment there. Like yeah, I do actually. I'm in line with your comment there. Wearing Roger Vetiver Parfum for the first time today, ironically, says Chase Leak. I guess I can't enjoy it now since it's worthless. Well, exactly. It's worthless. You'll be asking for refunds and all that sort of thing. Oh. Hi there, welcome, Vic. How are you? But 2 for men. 2. Is there a second one? I'm curious, how many Parfum d'Empires do you own? None. I haven't got any. Nelly bought Vetiver. No, sorry, that's not true. I've got Ambra Rousse, which is really good. The Narc, you rascal, sir. I am addicted to triple layering. Thank you for your super chat. You are very kind. Is that bad? I'm afraid it is. I'm afraid so, sir. I'm afraid it is. It's painful. It's sad. It's upsetting. It's deviant. Tear-inducing. It could be fatal. In fact, often Licht has stated that it is, in fact, fatal. They're just, anyone who encourages you to layer is just trying to get you to buy more perfumes. They should come finished. They should come finished. One perfume is enough at a time. I say that as somebody with all of these before you and more in other drawers. The layering thing, I need to do a layer. Did I do layering video? I think I did. I did do a layering video. I would never recommend layering because I think it's a gimmick. I genuinely think it's a gimmick to get you to buy more perfume. But I also, from a more purist sort of standpoint, think that when you get a fragrance, it's something that is there complete, or it should be, and that when you spray it on, you experience it. You've bought something to experience it, you know. I suppose I'm a bit like the chefs who prepare a meal for you and they give you it and you say, oh, could I have some extra cheese, or could I have some could you like take out the fucking ham, or could you do this or that? And they kind of look at you like you've got two heads, because that's not how it's made. Now, you can not enjoy it, that's fine, you know. Or it's less bad. But yeah, that is rough. Triple layer and pretty upsetting. Like I'm off track. Mitch, what is your favourite Antoine Lee? Oh, it's got to be Vanille Havane. Speaking of complete fragrances, it's got to be Vanille Havane. That is the best fragrance of the decade so far. It's fucking mint. I like the other Les Indomables as well, but that one is just wow. Maybe he was talking about layering clothes. Come on now. I know that though. Like if you look at his super chat, it's Australian. Like there's not too many places you triple layer your clothes in Australia. Dallas says, don't listen to Mitch. Grab that Nishane Hachivat and mix it with Parfum de Marley Herod. Oof. The thing is, though, if you've got the fragrances and you like the way it smells and you want to spray, you can do that no problem. You can triple layer. It's all kind of tongue-in-cheek. You can do that if you want to. It's just nothing I would ever endorse, agree with, or condone. But it's absolutely up to everybody what they want to do themselves. Like, by yourself, Rive Gauche Intense Pour. That's such a fucking wordy name. Yves Saint Laurent Rive Gauche Intense Pour Homme is a star anise and patchouli balm, plus a barbershop vibe. Very dark and manly fragrance. It was only in a 60ml black cylinder refill bottle. Very rare. But it deserves. What does it deserve? A kick in the balls? It was very tough to get, says Bella Sant. Yes. Knox says, I'm suffering Dunning-Kruger effect since I went down the fragrance rabbit hole. If that's all you've got, you've done well. There are much worse people off. There are people who are much worse off, sorry. Stuttering, fuck. In the fragrance space, people just talk absolute wet. You did a layering rant, had massive engagement. Yes, that's true. I did do a rant. People do love a good rant video. I almost put rant in the title of the finished bottle video, but then I didn't. I thought, because it's not a rant, is it? It's more kind of like a fawning kind of... You can't rant and fawn at the same time, I don't think. I mean, I could try. You did a layering rant. Sorry, I've read that. Nishane Mana Wipes. I first read that and I thought they were like something like a product, like a wipe that Nishana had produced. Ombre Nomad, so hard, it's like everything it should have been, in my opinion, says Matthew. What about double layering? Still bad. There is a school of thought that says you can put an eau de cologne over the top of almost any fragrance. So you just get your standard eau de cologne, like the Chanel eau de cologne or a Guerlain eau de cologne, and you can just spray it over any fragrance, and it'll just give it a boost, give it a lift, make it nice. I don't do that. I'm late, but scent of the day is Aubusson Homme. It's brilliant. Welcome, Jordan. How are you? I laid a portrait of a lady in Ajmal Mukhalat al-Shams and got something reminiscent of the night's experience. Definitely had a bit much going on at times, but was surprisingly enjoyable. To be fair, the Ajmal is quite simple in terms of ingredients. I can't be dealing with that. Often ratted himself out. Yes, giving up himself. He should be giving some leniency for the fact that he did tell on himself. I own 5 Parfum d'Empire and I'm fascinated with the house, and most importantly, the price is reasonable. You can't underestimate that these days, can you? Try Oman Luxury Kanjar or Dejan. You're going to love it. Haha, if you love the night. I've got the night. I appreciate the night. I like the night. Do I love the night? No. What is the best fragrance if you were attending a swingers club? It depends how upscale it is. Do you want to stay smelling fresh and clean while you're fucking bumping meat? Or do you want to go in there reeking of already bumped meat? Post-bump meat? Because you could just go in with Koros and just nobody would know you'd walked in. Like, you'd just slip seamlessly. Are you going to be, I mean, what do you want to do? Are you going to be making love? Are you going to be just like banging like a rabbit? Like, what kind of swinger? What kind of swinging, at the risk of, going to hell here. How much swinging are we doing? Just the idea of it these days hurts my back. Although I did have an outrageous flirt with the girl at the coffee shop. She made us a cup of tea, and it was really fucking hot. Like how these shops manage to get the water hotter than the sun, essentially. But there's like hotter. There's almost like a plasma. It's like, it's not steam. It's not water. So it's not liquid or gas. It's like plasma in a fucking paper cup. And I was like, fuck me, that's hot. She was like, I put an ice cube in it for you. I was like, oh, what a good idea. And she was like, see, not just a pretty face. And without thinking, I was like, yeah, you got a nice horse as well, haven't you? And she laughed, thank fuck. So that was good. Well, she does have a good horse, to be fair. I can't wait to try it myself, says Fragrance Time. I'm not really feeling the Oman Luxury brand, but I'll try it my watch. Ropion cloned himself and remade Promise with Oud Aqualaria and remade The Night with Dejan, like legit. So I can lay a L'Envol EDT, EDP, and Parfum, says Dallas. Woof. That is kind of the idea from back in the day, but I don't think that it still applies. Like, Knox is rich. I have been complimented layering Tuscan leather and oud wood. Banging bush pigs on a sling. Banging bush pigs on a sling. Right, so if you're going for the old ham, right, if you're going ham and pork, what do we want for ham and pork? You want something dark and smoky. Oak smoked, possibly. You get oak smoked ham, don't you? It's you get Canadian ham, which is a little bit more sweet. You could wear something with honey in, right? Or you could wear something extremely smoky, like something from Beaufort, London. There's a perfume called Rake and Ruin by Beaufort, London. It's got a little bit of juniper in it, and it's got a little bit of smoke in it. So if you're going for the old pig, right, on a sling, then that might season the ham, you know? I think that might be the one you're looking for, sir. And you like Tuscan leather as well, so it would work out well. Anyone know why vetiver bourbon from Parfum d'Empire is hard to find? Somebody will, but not me, unfortunately, sorry. Do you have AM/PM fragrance pairs that aren't from the same house? No, I just wear one fragrance a day. I own the night, says Fragrance Time. I own the night as well, yes, it's true. Remember, rich creators in this community give themselves or elude the idea that they are fragrance experts when in fact they're just given the bottle and are told what to say about the product. That is true. That is true. They're just reading from a script most of the time. They show their turkey teeth and their fucking boob meat. And, or their arse meat in a lot of cases. Be interested to see which ones still live in Dubai in 6 months' time, won't it? Yeah. Lol, says Dahlia. She does have a good arse, to be fair. She's gained quite a bit of weight since she stopped since she stopped smoking, actually. But that happens. Pink pepper, oud wood, get a lot of cedar. No oud in Royal Oud. It's outrageous they called it that. They only called it. It's like a clickbait title, isn't it? Royal Oud. It's a clickbait title. They only called it that because they knew people would buy it because it's called oud, but it has no oud in it. Nothing even approaching oud in it. Tobacco Rose, you are fantastic. I'm a big fan. Your lids, they're shitters. I won't lie. I'm not a fan of the frosted plastic. You know, I'm not a fan of the frosted plastic, but not to worry. Not to worry. Oh, Dallas, we're in the spring now, Rich. Let's see that roadster. Oh, it's there. It's there, Dallas. It's there. Don't you worry. It's coming. The Roadster is, of course, based on the watch of the same name. Not the fragrance. Doesn't smell like a watch. But if you look at a Roadster, Cartier Roadster watch, I see the tip. I've heard that about you. The Roadster watch, it has the Cyclops in the shape of the bottle. It has the Cyclops in the shape of the bottle, the magnifying thing, and then it goes out to the spinner thing, the crown, man, the crown. Fuck. There it is. Look. It sits like that, and then the date wheel is underneath there like that, so you're looking down. This is the side of it, like as if you're looking across. That's the top, and that's the bit where you change the date and the time, you know? It looks like a 50ml bottle when it's on its side because of the fucking aspect ratio. The aspect ratio is fucked, man. It's ugly that. I've never changed a thing. And yet, the aspect ratio on my videos, well, not my videos, but my streams is now absolutely buggered. It's an incredible bottle. It's one of the best bottles there is, like. The sprayer's okay. I don't hate the sprayer. But it's like, you don't get bottles like this anymore. I mean, Cartier's bottles, they are a dual glass maker and stuff, so, you know. Like, I remember wearing this at the time, man. Oh, it's got that slightly grassy vibe to the mint. Like smelling mint in a meadow. I've got so many people to reply to after the stream. Smells like a barnyard oud, but created with synthetics. It's a great bottle, it is. Oud or not, it is an outstanding perfume. I'll give them that. Mitch, what is your favourite 80s Divinustus right now? Iris, Nazarena. Wish I could send you some of my vet of a blur for a comparison to Roadster, but Brexit is Brexit is DMS. Did you listen to the Sheldrake interview on Mr. Pursley? No, I didn't, no. No, I didn't. A lot of fluff. I need to sample Ruard, says Dallas. You do, sir. That you do. And on that bombshell, I'm wrecked. And I've got to go and take methotrexate now. And I'm going to go to sleep afterwards. Well, I'm not going to go sleep straight afterwards. I'll respond to some peeps. So, let us say thanks. Let us give thanks to the peeps. Germs. Fragrance Town. It's motherfucking Fragrance Town. Dropout. New Wave. Rao. Shannon Murray. And the Narc. Thank you very much, everybody. And thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for keeping me company. And I will see you all again soon. Oh.